All right, let's do it again. Right, yep, there you go. There you go. Come over that way some more. Come up out of here.
Jeff Smith is passionate about each and every water main break he helps fix.
I love Milwaukee. I've been here also my whole life. We care so much about this water. I mean, we come out, rain, sleet, or snow. We don't have no off day.
Smith has worked at the Milwaukee Waterworks Department for 5 years. He says similar to a pipe during a freeze, the department is about to burst.
People is just frustrated, and they don't know where to turn.
Jeff Smith was the only employee willing to go on camera, but I talked to several other former and current employees who all tell a similar story of frustration with being overworked and underpaid. A spokesperson for the Waterworks Department says there are currently 74 open positions, including 22 in distribution or the people in the field.
Money is a driving factor, let's be honest.
Smith says while a few left due to retirement, for most it came down to money. One former employee says he recently left to take a similar position at a different company for $10 more an hour.
So they just getting out there like, we overwork, why should we stay here and we get paid somewhere else more?
The department's staffing issues are now having an impact on the work. A Waterworks spokesperson confirms more jobs are being done by private contractors, like all the ones here on Humboldt, one day last week replacing lead laterals.
To me, it's abuse our tax dollars. Like, let's pay the guys at home, take care of home first.
A sample of invoices the department gave us shows your tax dollars pay private contractors between $2,600 and $5,500 for labor to fix a water main break.
Come on, let's get one more, Ian.
An employee gave us an internal document showing in-house employees doing that same work is estimated to only cost almost $2,300.
Hold on, Ian.
Smith says the money this is costing you is worth leading the push for change, even if it means this is one of his last repairs.
I care, and if it costs me to lose my job, to do something, a worthy cause for everybody, I would do that.
The Waterworks Department said nobody was available for an interview today. Administration Manager Patrick Pauly sent me a statement. In it, he said all city employees received a 2% raise in January and that the department is facing unprecedented challenges in the hiring market. The statement went on to say that Waterworks is leading a collaborative effort to promote careers in water. You can read the full statement on fox6now.com. Live in Milwaukee, Cassidy Williams, Fox 6 News.
Now on to the latest on a story we first told you about last night. A Fox 6 investigation found a staffing shortage at Milwaukee's Waterworks Department. It's costing you money. Today, employees took their concerns right to City Hall. Cassidy Williams live tonight with more on the city's response. You broke this for us last night, Cassidy. What have you learned today?
Well, Milwaukee Waterworks employees followed through on their plan. They told me to show up to this morning's Finance and Personnel Committee meeting. They sat there quietly, but it was clear their message was heard.
There's a number of employees from Milwaukee Waterworks who are present.
It was hard to miss all the Waterworks employees who filled the chairs at City Hall Wednesday. So many, the meeting didn't start on time.
That's why I was delayed. I was taking a call from the Water Department.
A Fox 6 investigation found Waterworks employees are frustrated with staffing. There are dozens of open positions as people leave for higher paying jobs. The department is therefore using more private contractors, which ultimately costs the city more.
All these guys here care about their job. That's why we're here. We took days off to come down here to talk, to hear what's going on down here, because we fed up.
The agenda did not allow time for any of the employees to speak, but their concerns were asked about.
Just wondering what we're doing to proactively attract and, just as importantly, retain our skilled employees.
DPW Administration Manager Patrick Pauly said a market study is needed, but overall,
I think it's probably too complex to get into detail at this time.
Alderman Michael Murphy says this is an issue bigger than the water department.
I guess misery loves company. The reality is that it's throughout right now the city government. The resources are not being adequate to be able to retain a lot of long-term established employees in the city of Milwaukee.
It's a complicated issue, and the Waterworks employees here hope to be a part of the solution.
We're not here to cause no problems. We're here to make sure everybody know that we in this together.
Alderman Murphy says he plans to put this issue on the agenda for the next meeting so that the employees have an opportunity to speak. Live in Milwaukee, Cassidy Williams, Fox 6 News.
That's a great follow-up, Cassidy. Thank you. Now to our big story. New information tonight about your tax dollars. You might remember a Fox 6 investigation found Milwaukee's water department is down dozens of people, leading the city to spend more to hire private contractors.
After our story aired, an employee gave us new records showing just how we got here. Cassidy Williams live here in the studio with possible solutions in the works.
When our investigation first aired at the end of February, Milwaukee's water department had 74 open positions. Today, there are now 90. As the staffing issues get worse, the Common Council is reconsidering an idea they got rid of years ago. Turn on a faucet in the city of Milwaukee, and you have engineers like Gavin Cook to thank.
I like my job. I like what I do. I just would like to be able to make a bigger difference.
Cook works as an automation controls engineer at Milwaukee Water Works. He took the job in 2018 with every intention of climbing the ladder. This ladder, as this hiring document outlines, if you learn new skills, you get paid more.
I took that as like a guarantee when I was hired.
Cook gave us a copy of his May 2019 review. He says it was supposed to move him up.
I waited till the next pay period, and I didn't see anything change. And I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on.
Then Cook and his coworkers got this letter explaining any pay progression, like moving up the ladder, was paused, in part to pay for a 3% pay increase for city employees. The employees weren't the only ones surprised.
I did not know in November when we voted that it would affect it.
That's right. In 2019, even some of the people in charge admitted they didn't know the consequences of their vote. When the Common Council found out, they changed nothing for 3 years. So after more than 1,000 days and dozens of emails to both his direct boss and the Department of Employee Relations, Cook is still stuck on the same rung of the ladder.
If I knew that this was going to happen when I started, I would have went somewhere else.
What does all this mean for you? Since 2019, Milwaukee's water department has lost dozens of employees. At last check, 90 open positions. A Fox 6 investigation revealed the city is filling the gaps with private contractors who cost more of your tax dollars. Cook, in part, blames the loss of career ladders. So does his boss.
The pay progression is the only solution, and I don't want to be dramatic about this, but we are reaching a tipping point.
It was only after Fox 6 started investigating and Waterworks employees started showing up to meetings.
It's up to you guys. We're losing valuable talent.
That the Common Council started publicly talking solutions.
We see the problem. The issue is we have a budget that's more or less defined by the state of Wisconsin.
Alderman Michael Murphy says the city is considering using American Rescue Act dollars to bring back a version of career ladders for a few years.
End of the day, the city just didn't have the money to do the things we want to do.
Cook says the staffing issues can't wait.
Things are not getting taken care of that should. Eventually, it's going to be more obvious.
He hopes something changes so that your water keeps turning on. I reached out to Alderwoman Coggs about that 2019 meeting where she commented she didn't know her vote took away career ladders. I have not heard back.